Ladies and gentlemen, in my hand is one of the most weird, interesting, and confusing baseball glove brands of all time, and I actually have a lot of evidence to prove it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so before we start, we can easily agree that this glove is just beautiful all around. But apart from that, it's a really weird glove. This is Yabai Sports. A beautiful glove, and you might be thinking, well, what is weird about this glove? Well, the problem is, this is the wrong Yubai. And now I've probably just lost even more people. You're probably wondering, there's another Yubai? And actually, yes, there is. There is another brand called Yubai. It is called Yabai LLC. So capital L, capital L, capital C. This is Yabai Sports, and it's so similar, yet so different. It's almost mind-boggling. I almost want to give the creator of this brand, credit for getting such a close, similar looking glove and somehow making it massively different. That's how he avoids copyright. But let's actually explain a little bit about what's going on. So I purchased this glove thinking it was just the one and only Yabai Sports, but apparently there is another brand called Yabai LLC that made a glove just like this. And I've done a ton of research. I'm not gonna point a finger specifically at a single brand, but all of my research has shown me that this is not the original company, and it's just basically piggybacking on everything the original owner does. So that's already kind of crazy. It's similar, yet completely different. Yabai Sports has an American website. So you go on Yabai Sports' website, and it's just fully English. That's how I was easily able to order this glove. But then if you go to Yabai LLC, the website is fully Japanese. So what you would do is you would DM the guy. You would say, I want this specific model, this specific glove, and then this hand orientation. So left hand, right hand. This, you just order online and it comes to you within a week or so. However, it would take a normal glove to come. Problem is, this brand makes an identical looking glove to the original Rose Web, and that is made by Yabai LLC. Here's a picture of it right here. It's kind of crazy how similar both gloves are. So apart from that, I got this glove from Yabai, and I will say it feels decent. It doesn't feel terrible like a complete scam, but it doesn't feel like a Japanese glove. For instance, people over in Japan, when they make gloves, it'll have a double lace palm. So they'll put two sets of laces in the palm. This glove does not have it. They'll give it a palm overlap. This glove does not have it. They'll give it three thumb loops. That's actually what Yabai LLC did. He put 3 thumb loops here rather than just 2. I honestly don't know how you're supposed to tie it when it's like that, but this only has 2. And on top of that, the colors are different, but it's so similar, you would be tricked into thinking you're buying the authentic brand. It's really confusing, and that's why I am making this video. That's one of the reasons. Of course, we're going to review this glove. We're gonna play catch. We're gonna take grounders, but first, this glove has already been broken in. But when I'm wearing traditional, it just doesn't feel that great. So we have to do some more work to the hinges. So follow me to that. Just to be clear, I have already broken in this glove. It's just the all-around shape of the glove that could just be a little bit better. So I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm doing. So this thumb, in case you didn't know, is shorter than the pinky. I don't know if you can see it, but it's shorter than the pinky. So it can't exactly go thumb to pinky close, which is why going thumb to ring is exactly where I want it to go. So I'm not pulling the hinge this way, I'm just pulling it this way and pounding there, because the looser the hinge, the better I can keep the palm flat, which is what I'm struggling with right now. And then just take the pinky hinge and pull it past the thumb like this and just smack there a ton. I want looser hinges, but a flat palm. And if you'll see, going 2 in the pinky, it's really nice. It's just kind of the work I have to do. Also, the shape of this glove was weird to the point where it wants to go this way, so I have to hit down here a bit to straighten it out. It's also where the infield pocket is, because this apparently can be used for pitcher and infield. It's weird, but trust me, that's what it's advertised as. So that is where I'm going to hit. Also, I think it's interesting to point out, I had to flare the glove in order for the shape to look nice. So I originally wanted straight finger, straight thumb, and straight pinky, but it did not want to do that. So I had to end up flaring the pinky because the thumb comes naturally bent. So for anyone that doesn't like flaring the pinky, just know the thumb comes like naturally flared, and then the pinky needs to be flared, otherwise it just looks awkward. But other than that, break-it's looking pretty good. Now, the main thing I want to talk about with this glove is the break-in process and how you should wear it. Like, is the break-in process soft, squishy, juicy, extremely hard, rock hard? Like, how is the break-in process and how should you hold it? Because that is where I'm having the most problems with this glove and where it's not really shining like it should the way it's advertised. So for one, you should not be breaking this glove in unless you 100% know how to break in a glove the right way and like you're 100% confident in your abilities to handle a stiff glove. This glove comes harder than the fossils that dinosaurs are found in. Just so you know, it's like the extreme of the extreme. If you've watched this video about the 44 Pro, this thing became a slapper, but it was an absolute boulder. So actually, the 44 Pro is going to be in the video later on. It's what we're going to be comparing this to / not comparing this to. It's just going to be a feel comparison. But my recommendation, if you buy this glove, which right now I'm not 100% positive that I would even recommend this glove to you, but if you buy it in the future, please do not break it in yourself. Send it to someone like Matt Walden or Ball Glove King for the break-ins, because you can't even break this in the right way and have it 100% great. I'm not in love with the shape, and I broke it in like the absolute best of my abilities. So send it to somebody that has years of experience, that does break-ins for part of their living. Do not try and break this glove in by yourself, is what I'm trying to say, because this is what the glove looked like before it was broken in. It was weird. It did not come this square. The heel was like curved, and the fingers were awful. They were terrible. The pinky, I think, was curled in. The thumb was bent out and still curled in. That's the thing about that I was saying, like the thumb. The thumb is bent. The pinky was not bent. I think the flare saved this glove's shape. And now how you wear it. You should not be wearing this glove traditional. In my opinion, if you send it to a very, very skilled expert and say, I want it broken in traditional, but I want it to be nice and traditional, maybe you can get away with that. I'm not sure. So send it to someone that has years of experience that could break it in beautifully traditional, but just this traditional break-in just does not feel or look great. It also hurts it hurts my ring finger. Maybe that's just the way the leather is situated. I don't know. It's definitely like a 2 in the pinky glove. Also, it doesn't take a one hinge close well at all. Our object is to now play catch, explain some more aspects of the glove, and ultimately field ground balls with it, because it's marketed as a fielding glove. I think this is just a cool pitcher's glove. As of now though, I'm doing a lot of yapping, so let's get out of here. Hello, we out in the snow. Just to be clear for your information, it's been like 2-3 days since we last filmed. And when we last filmed, I mentioned I didn't exactly love the shape. And that's something about this glove. We don't love the shape of this glove, but in the past 2-3 days, I've done extensive work. It probably looks like absolutely nothing. I can't explain to you, but it feels better. I did a lot of work with the hinges. I ended up pounding like the web a tiny bit. My point, it feels nicer, and I'm actually starting to really like it. 2 in the pinky, that is. Traditional, however, still feels trash. Alright, I don't like that. I think it's weird. 2 in the pinky is starting to feel solid. So we're gonna be playing catch now. It may seem stupid, which it probably sounds stupid to most of you, but playing catch just helps us feel the glove more and decide, do we like it traditional? Do we like it 2 in the pinky? Do we like it 3 in the pinky? So we're gonna play catch and see which one we like more. Okay, for any of those wondering, we're gonna start off with the 44 Pro, aka the first really nice glove I've ever owned. Basically, we're just gonna warm up with it, and then we're gonna transition over to the Yabai from Yubai Sports. I go 3 in the pinky with this. Not that anyone cares, just what I do. I will say, with the 44 Pro, 3 in the pinky is deep, 2 in the pinky is less deep, feels a little more natural, but then it wants to close more like up, so I don't know how I feel about that. Last one, let's make a count. Oh! Okay, now we're on to our glove from Yabai. 44 Pro was a warm-up. We're gonna see if we like it. We're gonna start off two in the pinky, because that's how this glove feels like it was designed to be made. Like, if he had intent, it feels like it was meant to go two in the pinky. I'm doing a lot of yapping. Let's go. Caught that very awkward. I shouldn't say something this early, but that felt perfect. It's a small pocket, but it's selective. And when you hit it, it's money. It's leather heaven. Okay, well, that's an example of almost shooting at the top. It hit, almost shot at the top. I honestly just think it's because this is a cold ball. It's cold temperatures. The thing I'm noticing about this, you can miss it going two in the pinky, and it still feels generally good. Another thing is, it doesn't sting, but it doesn't feel like it's too deep. Like, if I was pitching with this glove, I'd be on top of the world right now. Yeah, it just feels amazing for some reason. I'm a lot happier with the feedback I'm getting. I thought I wasn't gonna like this much. Now we're gonna go traditional for anybody that's getting this for traditional. Note, I think it's gonna be terrible. We're not sure yet. Why did it catch that bad? Granted, I'm going traditional, and there's little snow on the ground. That stung this finger, but this finger only. Supposed to. Yeah, I'm afraid to catch it, because it's gonna hurt. Okay, well, this is a perfect example of the pocket is not deep. Two in the pinky. What am I saying? Traditional, it's not deep. Also, this is a 12-inch, and it's still not very deep. Like, this is good for infield. It stings, though. That's one thing. It stings a lot. Okay, that one did not sting. It felt perfect. If you're playing infield, that's golden right there. I really think I'm starting to like this a lot. Okay, we're going to take a little bit more two in the pinky, because it feels great two in the pinky. Yeah, money. Okay, so we have just a few things to talk about. I'm thoroughly impressed. That is one of the reasons why I play catch. I'm not going to get much into that, other than it helps us feel for the glove 1,000 times more than if we just decided, based off of like squeezing, it feels pretty decent. Two in the pinky. If you're buying this glove, two in the pinky is kind of the way to go. It will close thumb to ring finger. You can easily see that beautiful ring finger. It's because it's manufactured with the thumb is visibly like shorter than the pinky. If I show the glove like this, you can tell it's just shorter. So it's gonna close naturally like this. If you're buying this thinking you can go thumb to pinky, you probably could get it to do that with a lot of force, but it's not natural. It's not the way the glove is meant to close. And I'm fine with that because this is gonna be used for pitcher. I got it more as like a pitcher's glove. And obviously because of that solid web. The rose web is beautiful, still remains beautiful to this day. And just, it sticks it, but it's not too deep, like almost outfield. I like that. Traditional. I was very skeptical that traditional would feel good at all, because if I'm just being careful and I throw it, like just casually squeezing, that's the close right there. I don't care. I think this is quite perfect for infield. If we're talking infield, because this is labeled as an infield glove, more than a pitcher's glove. I'm kind of skeptical because it's a 12-inch and it's only a 12-inch, but if that's what it is for infield, that's what it's like over in Japan. I have my doubts that this is authentically Japanese, but over in Japan, this is a lot of what the gloves look like. So it's like literally, that's all it does. And it's, a lot of them are more like one hinge. My point is, if you're getting it for pitcher, two in the pinky, absolutely glorious. Traditional might be just perfect for infield. We're doing a lot of talking after just playing catch. We're going to take grounders now because it's marketed as an infield glove. What we want to know is it great in the infield? Again, not that anyone cares, but we're going traditional because traditional is how you wear a glove in the infield. Some people go two in the pinky, but if you're at a more competitive angle, it's going to be traditional. So we're going to do traditional and see if we still like it. I'm hoping grounders do well because it's marketed as an infield glove, not pitcher. Let's take some first grounders. What did I even say? That one moved around in the glove a bit. I'm assuming because it's a little bit longer than
traditional infield gloves. It feels slightly awkward when it hits because it's hitting the fingers and then like rolling. I'm not dropping it though, so maybe I just shouldn't complain. Okay, that's what it looks like when I close it. It was kind of an awkward close, but we're gonna switch over really quick to two in the pinky. I know I took a few traditional, but I just want to see if two in the pinky feels infinitely better. Oh, heck no! I don't exactly know how that looked. I'll review the tape again, but I think that just was quite terrible. It popped out. Okay, it rolls in the pocket when you go two in the pinky. Back to traditional. Oh! It moves around. I feel like I don't like that too much. But then again, I'm not an infielder, so... Oh, it almost slipped out. Okay, just to be clear, our camera died and we filmed like an additional 5 minutes without noticing it. That happens sometimes. We'll try to get that figured out. But it's been like 2 days since we filmed. Not that anyone cares, but now we're going to be doing a little bit of backhands, just a few more grounders, just to see if we really like this, because we missed half of what we filmed. Object now is to get a few backhands. If we don't, it's okay, but we're generally just trying to feel how the glove feels with backhands. That felt pretty good. Yeah, it feels generally just nice in the infield. I really don't have many complaints. So, I don't know how to say this. Backhands feel surprisingly nice. In the infield, it doesn't feel too big. That's the beauty of this glove right here. Traditional backhands feel pretty decent. Yeah, I'm surprised at how well I'm liking backhands. Yeah, I think I like this a lot. Oh yeah, I might have a lot of good things to say about this glove in the infield.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot to go through, but we're going to be getting through it pretty quickly. Let's break down everything we just said. In the very beginning, I was very skeptical. I'm not going to lie. I was skeptical that this glove could be any good other than two in the pinky. I will say, final verdict, if you're going to be pitching two in the pinky, I think you're going to be golden. For an example, it's not too deep, but it's not too shallow to the point where it might as well just be an infield glove. But if you're getting this for infield, traditional finger out or finger in, doesn't really matter. It's very shallow, but it plays very well. Backhands felt amazing. They actually felt the best out of any glove I've ever used. Fielding in general felt good. I never once had to fish with this glove because it's always like that. That's great. If you're getting this glove just for infield, traditional, finger in, finger out, whichever you prefer, I think it's going to be great. You can use it for pitcher. You can use it for infield. I think it is a great option for those that want a bigger glove, but still don't want it to be like so big that they're fishing through an insane pocket or something crazy like that. So if I had to place this on a list from like S to F, I would give this a solid B. I think this is a very solid glove. Apart from the whole scandal of it like basically copying an entirely different brand, this glove from Yabai Sports is a solid glove for the price. With that all being said, I do recommend you check out the official Yubai LLC. Here is his Instagram right here. I think you should check out his glove. If you can get a glove from him, I think you're going to be amazing. That's my goal anyway. And I almost forgot the price. That would have been crazy if I told you I'll talk about the price at the end of the video and then never gave the price. The price for this glove on my hand right here is, it starts at $190. That is great for the quality of this glove. I think for $190, this kind of exceeds that price point. But I bought this for $160. There was a promo code. We ended up emailing the guy because we didn't have the promo code. He sent the promo code over, we used it, and we got a discount of I think like $30. It's crazy. And I think for $160, it performs over the price. So still check out Yubai LLC. My final verdict for Yubai Sports,
It is a good glove, and I think you'll be very good if you get it. Just make sure you're breaking it in very, very well, or send it to someone who can break it in right. In all honesty, this was the longest video we've ever had to film. It took like a few weeks, so sorry if it came out very late. Final verdict, Yubai, great job. Thank you for watching. Peace out.